journalist, historian, soldier, political leader. He has lived a life of service to Guyana. He went to school at Alkaline Scott School, where he and a young Moses were schoolmates. In uniform, he rose to the rank of brigadier and commander of the Guyana Defense Force. He worked as a historian, editor, and publisher. Saw him chronicling the living history of our time. As a politician, his commitment to creation of a government of national unity and the making of Guyana an educated nation once again. This has distinguished him as a man of integrity, determination, and fortitude. He now stands as a leader of this formidable movement that will bring much needed change to our beloved country, Guyana. Ladies and gentlemen, please stand as we welcome the next president of the Cooperative Republic of Guyana, David Arthur Granger. To every girl and woman and every boy and man. Now there's so much war and crime and destruction to this land. But all the youths them come to turn that town round. Then we go sudden. Everybody stop the fuss and the fighting. And this is the time for unity. All of me brethren and sisters, holy for love we share and pray we sing. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity. Come tell you something. You aren't crying, it's not fun thing. Go down the knife and the gun thing. Leave that thing.
Essequibo! This is Essequibo night. Guyanese, APNU+AFC have come together tonight to Essequibo. You are the backbone of agriculture in this country. And we have come here to celebrate, we've come here to ask you to share your talent with us. We need you, Essequibo. We need your rice. We need your cooking oil. We need your vegetables. But most of all, we need love and unity. Tonight, APNU+AFC are celebrating that love and unity. We've come here because APNU was formed 4 years ago with 5 parties in the National Assembly. The Guyana Action Party, a strong Amerindian party, the Justice Fraud Party, led by C.N. Sharma, the National Front Alliance, the Working People's Alliance, and the People's National Congress Reform. 5 parties came together. And I was happy when on the 6th of December 2014, the leader of the Alliance for Change, Comrade Ramjatan, said that the Alliance for Change was prepared to enter into a pre-election coalition. Today, we have 6 parties. In 2011, on the 28th of November, those 6 parties together got 175,000 votes. We won the election in 2011. On the 11th of May 2015, those 6 parties will be together again, and we will win the election on the 11th of May. Tonight, yes, it's time. But it's time to talk about your future. It's a time to talk about the future of women in Region 2. It's time to talk about the future of paddy farmers in Region 2. It's time to talk about the future of your children in Region 2. It is time. Because for the last 23 years, the PPP has not been able to guarantee you that future. And we are the ones with love and unity. We're the ones who care. We're the ones who will make the Essequibo region a region that is bigger than Trinidad and Tobago. We are going to make you rich. We're going to make you powerful because you are an important part of Guyana, and we are going to give you what you need. What do you need? Apart from love and unity. What do you need? You need to be safe. You don't need crime. We don't want to come here to listen to people telling you about Surshati Singh, 74 years old, who was raped and murdered. No, 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 no. We want a safe country. But this country will never be safe under the People's Progressive Party because they don't care. That is the problem. All right. We're talking to Pamru just now. I'm going up there tomorrow. I want to talk tonight about the safety of women and children. On the APNU and AFC, we are going to have, White Shirt, we're talking to you just now. We are going to have a police force that cares about you and your daughters and your wives and your children. We know the problem. Clement Rohi can never solve the problem. Right now he's concerned about birth certificates. He's concerned about the elections. He's concerned about criticizing GCOM. He's not looking after you. He's not looking after your women and your children. ID card. We need to have a first-class police force. And we are going to get it on the APNU and AFC. Because 14 years ago, the Discipline Forces Commission made 180 recommendations, and Roy has not implemented them. We have to pay the police better. We have to equip the police better. We have to get them vehicles so they can come to your homes when you have a robbery. We have to give them the assets so they can patrol the coast to prevent piracy. We have to give them aircraft so they can prevent cocaine from being smuggled into this country. We have to treat the police force better if we want to get effective security for the people of the Essequibo region. And it will not happen on the Rohi, it will not happen on the Ramatar, and it did not happen on the Jagdio when we had the worst murders over the period that Jagdio and Ramatar have been in office. We have had over 2,100 murders in this country. Never before in the history of Guyana have we had so much killing in such a short period of time. APNU and AFC, first of all, will make Region 2 safe. Safe for women, safe for girl children, safe for the widows, safe for young men walking along this road who are being hit down by drunken drivers. That is what we are going to do. The next thing APNU will do is look after your children's education. I'm here tonight to tell you what we will do in the future, not the past. And I will make sure that in addition to the few schools of excellence you have, and I congratulate the students who've done so well, and I send out my best wishes to those who wrote the National Grade 6 exam 2 days ago. But those examinations should not fool you. Some people, particularly in Region 2, do very well. And let me congratulate you in advance. But half of the children in our country do very badly. Half of them will fail every subject. There are 4 subjects. And half of the children will fail every one of those 4 subjects. 15,000 children wrote the exam 2 days ago. and 7,500 will fail everything after 23 years of PPP government. You look at what is happening in the Pomerone. One day the school welfare department goes there and they just round up children working on the grants, working in timber, working in the coconut fields. Dropouts, delinquents, truants. The education system is failing our children in this country, my brothers and sisters. And you know that. It is no point giving a family at Hackney a cash grant for $10,000. Because when they send their child to charity in secondary school, in one fortnight that $10,000 finished. You know it is true. What we told Priya, give them a school boat. Let the boat take them to school every day and carry them back home every night. That is what we will guarantee you. A school boat, because APNU and AFC believes that every child must have a place in school. And we will supplement the education system, as my brother said earlier, with a proper access to the information superhighway. You all know a place named Karawat? You ever hear about it? You know they have to climb up a coconut tree to get cell phone connection? Look at that. 2015, people got to climb up a coconut tree to use a cell phone. That will stop on the APNU. I know what I'm telling you. The information superhighway is an entitlement. Information is an entitlement. It is not a privilege. It is not some Christmas gift. You're entitled to information, and the government will provide information technology for you. So this talk about climbing coconut tree to get cell phone connection is like a Caribbean joke. It mustn't happen again, and it will not happen under the APNU+AFC. We are going to ensure that your secondary school graduates right here in Anna Regina will be able to use the internet to access tertiary education at the University of Guyana. So they can do classes right here and get their university degrees. We are serious about education from nursery to university. And we are going to ensure that every child gets a meal when he or she goes to school. Every child will have transport to get to school. Down with these canoes, they will get a school boat so they don't have to get to school tired and sweaty. They'll get to school because they get a school boat and the school boat will take them back home. Every child will have a uniform. Every child will have school books in primary school. I've seen it myself. I've been to 20 villages in Rupununi. I don't want to see barefoot children going to school anymore. I want to have children going to school in comfort. They can study and pass their lessons and do well when they graduate in the secondary school and into university. So that is my promise for you for education. I promise you jobs. Not some airy-fairy jobs about cleaning gutters and so on. Nothing is wrong with cleaning gutters. Nothing is wrong with community enhancement officers, as Norman Whitaker calls them. Community enhancement officers. Okay, there's a place for community enhancement. But I want to see Region 2 producing engineers. I want to see Region 2 producing accountants and lawyers and doctors. I want to see Region 2 leading the education revolution in this country. And we cannot do it if we have so many of our children dropping out of school. If you have so many of our children in the Pomerone who can't even get to school because their parents cannot afford the thousands of dollars it costs them. What we are going to do is build on your existing agricultural institute, build on your existing technical institute, so that more children could become entrepreneurs when they leave the education system. I want to see rich businessmen, not only Sam Bacchus. I want to see more children coming out of the lakes, coming out of the rivers. I want to see more rich people in Essequibo. People who are developing this nation, and how are we going to do it? We're going to do it with what the Pomeroon, with what the region is best at, agriculture. My brothers and sisters of Region 2, everything that you produce could be sold in the Eastern Caribbean. Every avocado pear, every peanut, every carambola, every cuirass. And let me tell you this, it is not hard, it is not difficult. What you want is a government that cares, a government that provides cassava mills so that you can make top quality cassava bread, so you can make farine, a government that provides packaging machinery, a government that provides stoves, a government that provides bottling equipment, so you can produce the finest juices. You've already started to do that at Queenstown. You can produce the finest guava cheese, the finest tamarind ball, the finest candied carambola. All of these things Barbados wants, Trinidad wants, the hotel industries want. But you are sitting on your hands because the government is keeping you backward. You need a new government, not a new pair of hands. You need a government that is going to provide you with the education and the skills, the talent. And you need a government that is going to provide you with the equipment. And APNU will help you to become entrepreneurs. We're not going to come around Christmas time and give you a solar panel here, a sewing machine there, and next 3 years come around and give you another solar panel. We are going to give you equipment so that you can make yourself rich and prosperous. That is how it's going to be done. Not by handouts, but by hand up. We're going to give you the opportunity to make yourselves independent entrepreneurs. When we lend you money, you got to pay back, though, you know. But if you are to become rich, if you are to become prosperous, there's no point just dreaming about equipment. You have to have energy. I see a lot of energy here tonight. Essequiboans have energy. But I want more energy than that. This has got the longest sea coast in the whole of Guyana, Essequibo. That's why the Venezuelans envy you. But let me tell you that. That coast can give you energy. That coast has power. It can give you wind power. When Moses and I grew up at WIM, he can tell you. The rice farmers used to have wind chargers day and night. The wind chargers were turning because the wind is free. And that wind generated electricity. And you can have the same electricity here. You don't have to have blackouts, you know. You can have electrical power generated by the wind. You can have electrical power generated by the sun. You can have electrical power generated by waves. You don't have to bring gasoline. You don't have to bring dieseline. What you need to do is bring a government that cares about you. And my brothers and sisters, that is why APNU have come together. Because together we can give you what you need to develop this great region. There's no reason why you shouldn't be as rich as Trinidad. You're bigger than Trinidad. You're being held back, and on the 11th of May we will stop holding you back. You are a pack of jaguars. Don't let the people who don't have interest in your development, your independence, and your wealth hold you back. You're a region of jaguars. Let us behave like jaguars. Let us show them your talent. This is my message to you tonight, Region 2. This is a message of hope. It's a message of development. It's a message of prosperity. But you have a great power within you. And sometimes I don't think you realize that power. That is the power of ethnic unity and diversity. Two words that seem to be opposite, unity and diversity. But you have a great Amerindian population which has agricultural talents and resources. You have a great African population. And tonight you stand on a place that is dedicated to the hero of the 1834 revolt, Damon. Just as Damon struck a blow for freedom 181 years ago, you must strike a blow for freedom on the 11th of May 2015. And do honor to Damon, whose statue is over there. And you have a great Indian population coming from the ancient subcontinent, which has helped to develop rice into one of the leading crops in this country. Together, the Indians, Africans, and Amerindians can make this region strong. But in addition to that, you also have Portuguese, Chinese, and thank heavens, we have so many beautiful mixtures. One out of every 3 Guyanese is a mixture. And how beautiful they are. And this is the diversity that you have in Region 2. But it must also be a source of unity. You know, there has been a government in our country for the last 23 years which reveled in dividing the population. They felt that if they divided the population, they could always get a majority. Well, that dream became a nightmare. And that nightmare will come to an end on the 11th of May. Because we are not interested in division. We are interested in national unity. And why did APNU come together in 2011? We came together because we realized that the greatest obstacle to progress in Guyana for 60 years had been disunity, had been the failure of the ethnic groups to resolve their differences and live together in harmony and build a great future together. What APNU proposed and what APNU+AFC proposed to you tonight is what has been taking place in half the countries of the world. Look at what happened in Israel. Read the newspapers. How many seats do you think Benjamin Netanyahu got out of 160? He got 25. And he's celebrating. Why? Because he will build a government of national unity. He will build a coalition government. Look at Angela Merkel in Germany. She won 42% of the vote and she's celebrating. Why? Because she's prepared to work in a government of national unity. Look at Belgium, look at Netherlands, look at Great Britain. They all have coalition governments working in unity for the good of their country. The people in Guyana who say they will never enter a coalition are on the wrong side of history. The people who believe in winner-takes-all politics are part of the dinosaur mentality. They will be swept into the dustbin of history on the 11th of May. APNU and AFC have turned the page of history. We will create a government of national unity. And every Amerindian, every Chinese, every Portuguese, every East Indian, every African, every person of mixed origin will have a voice in the government of national unity. We have signaled a desire to move ahead. When I sit down with Rupert Buchenheim, I don't tell him to stop being an Indian. When I sit down with my wife Sandra, I don't tell her to stop being a Chinese. When I sit down with Sidney Allicock, I don't tell him to stop being an Amerindian. I tell him to tell his people that he will represent the interests of his community. I tell Comrade Ramjatan to tell his people, you will represent the interests of the people who support the AFC. I tell Rupert to tell his people, we will support the interests of the people who support the WPA. I tell Jaipal Sharma, you must go and tell your people that you will look after the interests of the people of the JFAP. And that is how we've been running for the last 3 years. In 2012, when we went into Parliament, how do you think Raphael Trotman got elected? He got elected because APNU voted for him. We were collaborating for the last 3 years in the National Assembly, and we will continue to collaborate because it's a good thing that Raphael was elected Speaker, and it's a good thing that we've come together because we are better together, we are stronger together. So my brothers and sisters, don't read it. My brothers and sisters, we came together and we were working together for several years. So what you saw on the 14th of February is really the end of a long courtship. It was not a sudden whirlwind affair. We understand each other. And that is why I support my brother Moses when he said that this is not a British marriage. It's not a one-week marriage. Nobody's going to lock him out of the bedroom. We will continue to work because we will give birth together to a new Guyana, a new type of politics. We will show the Caribbean that Guyanese can collaborate, that Guyanese can cooperate, that Guyanese can work together. We are not a fractious nation. We are not a quarrelsome people. We were led by quarrelsome people. We were led by people who wanted to keep us divided. But we are now working together. My brothers and sisters, by coming together, we are going to build a strong future, not only for ourselves, but for our children. We did not come together simply to win an election. We did not come together to share out cabinet positions. We came together because we believe in you, that you deserve a better life. We came together because we believe your children deserve to live in a good country, without crime, without division, without discrimination, without hatred. We came together to ensure that your children have a higher quality of life, good education, good jobs. And we came together to make sure that you will be able to participate in real local government elections. No IMCs for you, Essequibo. You are going to have real elections. The people who prevented the parliament of this country from meeting for 8 months will be swept away. Ramatar prevented your representatives, the majority, from meeting for 8 months. Ramatar prevented local government elections from being held. Ramatar prevented the passage or the assent to legislation which would have given you a good life, a better life. Ramatar has been one of the greatest obstacles to democracy for the last decade. And he has to go. He has to go in the dustbin of history where he belongs. He cut his own presidency short. He didn't cut it short enough. He should have cut it short in 2012 when we moved the vote of no confidence in Clement Rohi. If he had done what we told him to do in July 2012 and got rid of Rohi, you'd have had fewer road accidents in Essequibo. You'd have fewer murders. You'd have had a real Minister of Home Affairs who looked after you all. But he kept Rohi. So Rohi will do to the elections, the PPP election campaign, the same thing he did to public security for the last 7 years. So my brothers and sisters, you all are batting on a good wicket here in Essequibo. APNU and AFC believe in strong regions. We want to see a strong municipality with strong neighborhoods in the Essequibo. We want to see a world-class cricket center in Essequibo. We want to see international aerodromes where businessmen can come and do business with the people of Essequibo. We want Essequibo to be a strong, powerful region. We don't want your pensioners to have to run down to Georgetown to look after some NIS. We want strong courts, we want strong governmental offices here. Every region is going to be strong because we believe in strong local democracy, strong regional governments. The PPP has been holding you back with Norman and Ganga. That's what they're there for, to prevent you Jaguars from developing your strength and your talent. But APNU and AFC will release that power on the 11th of May. So my brothers and sisters, that is why we've come. We've come here to Essequibo to tell you about the future, to tell you about how great this region could become, to tell you how rich and prosperous this region could become. Every indigenous person, every East Indian, every African, every Chinese and Portuguese, every person of mixed descent, everybody in the region, you can be better than the PPP has allowed you to be if you are united. APNU and AFC have come together in unity, and you too must be prepared to accept that unity at the level of the village, at the level of the household, at the level of the neighborhood, and at the level of the region. We promise to support you. We will support your agriculture. We will support your paddy farmers. We'll support your school children. We'll support your women. We'll make them safe in their homes. We'll support your children so that they can get to school and do well in their studies. We will support Region 2. APNU, you vote for us. Don't do what you all did in 2011 and give us 5,000 votes, you know, and give the PPP 12,000 votes. You hear me? I read the report. Y'all give them 12,000 votes. Don't do it again. And you give me 3,000 votes. And you give AFC 2,000 votes. No, not again. Give us 20,000 votes and we'll give you a good life. Thank you, Essequibo. Thank you, Anna Regina. May God bless you. May God bless your children.
Yeah, well, it's me again. Everyone level it for the microphone. Check the trend. Yo. Yeah, well, it's all about love and unity, peace and harmony, respect in every aspect. Yes, check it.
What happened to the days when we used to come together and used to live as one? When love used to flow through every girl and woman and every boy and man. Now there's so much war and crime and destruction moving through this land. But all the youths them come to turn that around. Then we go sudden, everybody stop the fuss and the fighting. Cause this is the time for united. All of me brethren and sisters, holy for love we sharing, where we sing love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, hey, 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 hey. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, hey, 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 hey. Right, I know me come tell you something. The war and crime ain't no fun thing. Put down the knife and the gun thing. Leave that for hunting, where we sing. We want the war them feeling. Right, I know we come set the trend. Cause we want a better future for we family and friend them. So we go sudden, we no care where you come from and what's your name. One blood alone I run through we vein. Unity you know so that is the game. Everybody come let's join the love train. Wave all the hand them from left to right. Cause you don't know say how to unite. Everybody jump in a line. Come on and sing the punchline in time. Love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, love and unity, peace and harmony. Love and unity, just let all the love them show. We no want the war them no more. Unity are the best way to go. Let's go, let's go, let's go, let's go. Only Father can set me free from all mental slavery. So we can live in harmony. You and me in harmony. In my brain and in my mouth and in my hand, me know me have the skill to set my foundation. Nobody could have never stray me off from me plan. Me son about the rhythm, I said about the version. Come me, put me trust in the Almighty One. I ain't give me knowledge, not to mention wisdom, cause He give me guidance and protection. That is why